day 3, in terms of increasing flexibility, is all about adding on from what we looked at yesterday, but adding in more advanced stretching to open up through the pelvis, to open up through the lower back, and also the rest of the body. So starting out with the legs out in front of you, what we're going to start off with is some breathing and stretching through the hamstrings, through the lower back, upper back, and also into the arms and the neck. So as we breathe in, we lift the arms up, and as we breathe out, drop chin down towards the chest and reach the arms forward. So again, you see why we're adding this up over time. So if you feel like this is too difficult, just stick with day 1 and 2 for now, and then build this up over time. But we want to start to drop head down towards the legs and increasing that stretching. So holding around the feet if you can. Aim for 20-second hold today, so a lot more advanced than we looked at yesterday. And then slowly bringing the hands back up. We can then move this into a mobility. So as we lift up, and we gently pulse and reach down towards the legs. Good, and reach up. And as we reach down, pulse towards the legs. We're looking at 3 to 4 pulses, aiming for about 10 cycles of that particular motion. We can then bring the leg out to the side, bending the opposite leg. I'm going to breathe in, and as we breathe out, reaching the body over towards the leg. So again, chest down towards the leg, holding around, aiming to hold this for 20 seconds. So you'll feel this all the way down the leg, into the inner thigh and into the buttocks and the lower back as well, and also the neck. So we're literally moving through the whole body, slowly coming back up and then switching sides. So again, bending the leg, breathing in, and as you breathe out, reaching down. So holding around if you can, chin down towards the chest, relaxing the head down, again feeling it stretching through the whole body. Aiming to hold this for about 20 seconds. Good, so you're opening up through the hips. Again, you can turn this into a mobility where you're starting to pulse and gently stretch over, back to the middle, and then gently starting to stretch over. So we're aiming for about 4 pulses at end range, slow and controlled. Only move on to this motion if you feel comfortable with day 1 and day 2. We then want to look at a more advanced stretch into the piriformis muscle. So same as what we did yesterday where we were clasping the hands through. Today we're going to look at bending the leg 90 degrees in front of you, turning the torso over, and then dropping the upper body over the leg. So you can either start from here, where you'll feel it stretching into this buttocks, into the front of the leg on this side, keeping the body upright. Again, what we can then move on to is dropping the body down towards the floor. So again, aiming to hold this for 20 seconds, so more advanced than last time. Good, holding this position. Good, and like stages, very gently coming back up and then switching sides. So again, bringing the leg 90 degrees, tipping the body forward, stretching around the front, either keeping your body upright or, if you feel comfortable, dropping body down towards the floor. So again, you can build this up over time, so you might start here for a bit, and then as you get more confident, you can drop the body to here, and then drop the body down, but just building up over time, aiming for 20 seconds. Good. And then relaxing now. We then want to move on to the final bit of mobility. So moving onto your back. So nice and relaxed like we did before. We're going to take that normal circumduction that we looked at. So we're going to go through that really nice motion. So aiming about 15 reps in one direction. And then, like we said, going back the opposite way. So again, still going through the hips, through that advanced range, but starting to increase the circle. So widening the circle that we looked at in day 1. Good, same on the other side. 15 reps, again, hands down by your side. Widen the circle as much as you feel comfortable. Once you've done 15 one way, bringing it across the body. Good, nice, slow and controlled. bending the knees, bringing them up like we did for, you know, knee hugs before, but to add a little bit extra, you're pulling it towards the tummy and then you're starting to sway side to side. So this is really, really nice for opening up through the glutes, opening up through the hips, as well as moving through that lower back. So this is a really nice way to decompress through the lower spine and obviously relaxing through the pelvis. So we're aiming for about 15 to 20 knee sways and just opening up through the whole part of that lower spine. Good. And then relaxing there. So the idea of the last 3 days is to get you to recognise areas of the body that are particularly stiff, that are particularly tense, that you need to improve your range of motion, but it allows that gradual progression so that when you feel comfortable, you can move on to the next day and the next day and increase your flexibility over time.